So let's consider what we're trying to deal with and how you can get these businesses eating out of the palm of your hand and funding your budget, right? So if you look at that, Hugh, what is the next thing that you see under the guarantee?
More, you see a link for more plumbers, or you see the map with the 3.
Right. So there's a link for 30 more plumbers, right?
Right.
So if you don't like those 3, you can go find 30 more.
Right.
Okay. So let's say we bypass that and we go to the next section. You're going to see what? 2, 3, 4 ads?
It looks like the 3-pack under there.
There's no ads?
Not for me.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any ads for me, but I'm not on the phone.
Well, on your mobile, you're gonna see ads. Yeah, Peter says you're gonna see ads, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
And then under your ads is going to be your 3-pack.
Right. Okay.
And then under your 3-pack, just go ahead and tell me, what do you see under your 3-pack? What's the first one under your 3-pack?
More places, or the 10 best plumbers near me.
Oh, 10 best plumbers. That's a directory site. What's under the 10 best plumbers?
Thumbtack.com.
Okay, that's another directory site. What's below them?
Angie's List.
Okay.
Or Yelp.
So do you see that there's no space?
Right.
None.
No, exactly. You can't rank in between those.
No, you can't. But what you can do is you can get in the 3-pack.
Right.
That's the only organic spot left when somebody does a search, especially on their cell phone, and they get past the ads and they go to the maps and they see who has the most reviews. They click on them and they get the business.
Very interesting.
Right? Nobody, there's no, listen, for the keywords that have a map, there is absolutely, in my opinion, no reason to even rank for a website on them because you're never going to be found.
Right. Yeah, that makes super sense.
Okay? However, ranking your Google My Business website, that's a different story. Okay? That can be found, but not only can it be found, it is helping your Google My Business page rank.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
So, yeah, if you want to take your website and optimize for all the million long tail keywords and everything else that's not in the maps, fine. That's, spend your money. But if you go to a serious client and show him what I just showed you,
right,
explain to him what I just explained and ask him, why are you spending $3,000 a month SEOing your website when it's never going to show up on the front page of Google?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. I have experience with that.
So it gives you a really non-sales legitimate answer as to why that business person needs to rethink what we've been teaching him for the last 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
So if you guys do nothing else but learn just what I've shared with you tonight, then you have the opportunity to go in there with confidence, talk to the guy, knowing that you're going to be able to get over time, depending upon whether you do it yourself or whether you use a tool, somebody else's tool, a poster tool, or whatever, you're going to be able to get him in that 3-pack, and that's where the money is.
Right.
And if you want to really, really, really target somebody, okay, Hugh, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to your 3-pack. Wayne, I'll answer your question in a second.
Henrik's got the screen, so I don't have control.
Okay, but that's okay. On your screenshot that you just did a search for, I want you to go back to that map, right?
Okay.
It has 3 people.
Give him the screen.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
You have screen.
No, let's just carry on.
Okay, so this is my question. Click on the answer to the question, Wayne, is not really, but in anything, there is learning.
I want to answer Wayne's question myself.
Go ahead.
They have a lot of depth to them just because they do all this cool stuff, but it's not that hard to learn, and this is all about learning and training. It's not just about pushing buttons on a software.
Because usually that doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, this is all about learning the guts of Google. And these guys have been doing this for a couple of years now, and I love everything that they do. So you can take that as a recommendation for me
Can I show you a little example here? If you look at those stats there, 2,000 or 2.15K views,
Right.
searches, and actions.
Nice.
It's on a GMB where they don't even have a page on page 1 of Google.
Right.
It's in a special niche where it's limited search.
Yeah.
But where do you think it comes from? If you look over here it's 238 views, 2 clicks on it.
Right.
So it actually comes from the GMB.
Right.
That's where it's coming from. Right? So let me get back to what I was going to ask you, Hugh. Who's number 4 in the 3-pack?
Who's number 4 in the 3-pack? More Places.
Okay. So if you went to More Places and told him you could get him into the 3-pack, do you think he would be excited?
Oh, you mean who's the business under the 3-pack? What? I don't know.
Who's the 4th business? Who's number 4 in the 3-pack? Well, you can't see him unless you click the More button.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. So yeah, of course they want to get into there.
So I mean, your opportunity rests with the excitement of the client in the 4, 5, and 6 spot on the maps.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know what they're missing out on.
Right.
Okay. And, you can use us because we're part of the team. And you can use our history and our successes, to say, I'm part of this team and this is what we do and these are the results that we're getting.
That's the thing is if you get any ranking store product, whether it's the Google My Business or Ranking Factory, whatever, it's not just a product. It's basically, it's almost more support than you can handle. It's It's just coming out of the walls with these guys helping you do stuff. It's crazy. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you.
Art, that's a very interesting question. Hugh, you want to take a shot at it for Art? I've never been clear.
I'd like you to answer that. I'd like to know myself the answer to that.
He says, I've never been clear on this. How many 3-packs are there for one niche in any particular city? Okay. Well, there's a lot of different 3-packs for the niche based on the variable keywords.
Right. Okay.
So literally speaking, if you have a keyword 24-hour plumbing, there's a 3-pack. If you have
that makes sense.
If you have a keyword that says emergency plumbing, there could be a 3-pack, right?
Or like, drain repair.
Yes.
Or, toilet or whatever, I mean, everyone's going to have different keywords mixed into their Google My Business profile. And that's all about what the posting is all about.
Right. And what's really cool is the creeping, right? And Henrik shared that before. As you have a zip code that you're in and you start to do these driving directions and linking to other places in nearby towns, it's creep. You're creeping, right? So you literally can get into the 3-pack of other towns by doing the creep.
Right. So it's not like just one thing puts you in the pack. Like, no. It's like you might be in the 3-pack for a certain keyword combination and not be in the 3-pack for another keyword combination. It's not like a given that you're going to be in there no matter what they search for.
Yeah. I mean, our mortgage company is a perfect example. We're in the 3-pack for 3 pretty highly competitive keywords, and yet because that's what we're concentrating on, but we're not into 3-pack for some lower competitive keywords because we're not concentrating on those.
It totally makes complete sense.
Right?
It's not just like a one-size-fits-all pop and you're in. It's all an algorithm.
Yes, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Makes
so
sense.
I'm going to give me the
Continuing on this questions about like either it's going to be the same keyword in a different city or a different keyword in the same city.
Yeah, Art, you're exactly right. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Bleed over, creep, Good analogy. But Art says mortgages in Lindsay Falls versus reverse mortgages in Lindsay Falls.
Depends on what you're targeting in your posts and stuff.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then within your post, you can start to target other keywords, as secondary keywords, and eventually you'll bleed or creep over into those with enough time.
We just addressed your question, didn't we, Art?
Yeah.
Bingo. You're at the right place, brother.
Well, that's because we thank you for asking the question, Art, because it's important for me to know, and because that's how we develop things, by understanding these questions, right?
Absolutely. It does create more sales opportunities, because the more things that you post out there, the more you're going to rank for different kinds of queries that people put in.
Right.
And sell a bigger blanket.
Literally speaking, depending upon what your business is, we have people that this is their only business now, because it really makes sense that this is the next generation of where you have to rank. Because remember when videos were the rage?
Mm-hmm.
Well, videos are still important. They still can rank in the organic. And when they do rank in the organic, they rank pretty high.
Oh, okay? Yeah.
But you still got to get below the 3-pack and below the directories. But, it's still there, and it can still produce traffic.
Right.
This is the nugget. This is the current holy grail, that if you want the business, you've got to be within the 3-pack. And Henrik has been doing this for a long time, and that's why I wanted to share that screen with you that says none of those views, none of that came from their website. It all came from the GMB.
Right, that's fantastic. And you see it because what they've done is they've taken that piece of real estate at the top of page 1, and they've said, look, this is what we're showing you. It's not SERPs anymore. It's like you're there or you're not.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Totally true. So, with that being said, let's see, hold on. Elaine, okay, with the webinar be available later, i.e., yes, it is.
It looks like we're getting a recording. We never know until afterwards, but it kind of looks like the recording's working. So.
Yep, Art, you're right on. All of that does, come into play. And we teach everybody, some tricks and some other things. But what I want to give you, is a guide that I'm working on. I'm going to tell you right now, forgive me, it is not finished.
It's great, though, guys. This guide is genius. That he's
give me the screen. Take it away from Henrik. Give it to me. So whether you think you want to make your life easier by working with us and our tools, or you just want to get in there and dig in there and get it done, okay? I'm finishing up building this manual guide of what to do.
There it is.
Can you see my cursor up here?
Yeah.
Can somebody read how many pages this is?
It's a lot. I already saw it's huge. 100 pages.
120.
Yeah, there you go.
This
guy has sat down and wrote a comprehensive guide on this whole thing for you guys. I mean, what else could you ask for,
There's a lot of really good stuff in here that, this is, where you want to be. It's good to know what you're doing first, and then it makes some sense. But you can come
That's right at the beginning. We need to know the theory, not just how to click buttons on a software, but that's what this is all about.
Right, exactly. And we
that's why this whole enterprise is so much better than all the other stuff that you go out there and they try to sell you stuff, because these guys back everything up with knowledge and with guidance. It's amazing.
So everybody's going to get this, but cool. I would appreciate that you give me some grace and latitude to finish, because I want to put some images in here that make it easier for you to understand what we're talking about. So we may be until the beginning, Hugh, of next week before we finish this, but I wanted to share with everybody, that we're here to teach you something. Hopefully you can, take this away and do something with it. Oh man, everybody wants to be at one time, don't they? So anyway, you can take the screen back now, but I just wanted to share with everybody what we're going to do and how we want to help you no matter what your choices and decisions are. You got to be in the Google My Business. You know, you got to be in the ranking. If you want to be in SEO, you want to get, you know, leads, you want to have a good income, you know.
Yeah.
Here's a question. This is
Henrik,
a simple question. Okay, and then I'll shut up. So here's my question. If you had the opportunity to spend 10 hours a day working on a mortgage company or 10 hours a day working on a nail salon, what would you rather do?
Not spend 10 hours a day.
5 hours a day.
Yeah, well, Art wants to know where the prettiest babes were, and then we make his decision based on that.
Yeah, well, more than likely they're good. Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, we're going to fleece those e-banksters, Kim. That's what we do.
Look, the answer to the question is you're going to make 10 times more money with a mortgage company than you are with a nail salon, so why waste your time on a nail salon?
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, unless it's a really popular nail salon.
Oh, if it's a popular one, then go for it, baby. You know?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Those nails done are and those babes come to use, like you said.
When you're starting off, go for some low-hanging fruit to get some income, get some clients.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as you do, you know, just start beefing it up to, you know, the next customer. So I'm about done with this, but do you mind if I give everybody another hint how to get business?
Please do.
Okay. I'm actually building a course on this, and I'm not selling anything. I'm just telling you, I'm building a course because I want to prove that what I'm going to tell you is correct.
Okay.
And here's the headline for the course. I'm going to teach you how every single business that you walk into will never ask you to leave.
Okay.
That's the title of the course.
Oh.
So
Good.
what is that all about? How many of you have ever heard of a Google Guide? Give me a 1 if you have or 2 if you haven't.
2.
Okay. I want everybody to look up a Google Guide. Peter has. Okay? What is a Google Guide? It's somebody that has a camera in his hand. And he walks into an establishment and he takes pictures. He asks if he could take pictures so that the Google Guide can upload them onto the internet so that business can get more business by people viewing his pictures.